Hi, my name is Kalluna Dee. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a YouTube channel based on some of the things that I love. So things like crochet. I love making little things by hand and I make so many. I just thought it would be fun to share that with you. I've been doing markets for about a year now and I'm really having fun with it, so I thought this would be a nice way of kind of sharing my experience with markets. I'm from Queensland, so my experience might be different to some of the other YouTube creators on the internet at the moment. I like to crochet amigurumi. Maybe I said that wrong. Let me know in the comments how you pronounce it. But I love to make plushies. I can't sit and make a blanket. It's just too monotonous for me, but I can make lots of little things. So my markets have a lot of little plushies and I've been having lots and lots of fun. And I thought I would, capture that and put all of that stuff into a YouTube channel. Today, I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've been working on this week. So this week, I have really relaxed a little bit because I've just finished my very first PopCon. PopCon was huge, very nerdy event, loved it. It was a massive event, so I'm really worn out from that. It would have been great to capture all of that on video to share, but I was just too busy preparing. So I thought I might just start a vlog and show you what I've been doing this week and what I plan to do for the rest of the week as well. So this week I laced around on Monday. It was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And I noticed that there was a new free pattern on a blog that I like to see. Not like to see. I like the designer. I'm going to pronounce it badly. Amour Fou. Amour Fou. Let me show you on the iPad. Do you see? Yes. Anyway, her patterns are amazing. And I love that she shares some free patterns as well. So the free pattern that she's just released is Philippe the sausage dog. Isn't he gorgeous? Anyway, I had to try it, and since I finished prepping for PopCon, I don't have any market stuff that urgently needs to be done. So I thought, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So Monday, it took me the entire day, but I finished my very own Philippe. Now this yarn, I think it's an acrylic mix. It is like a textured tweed. My daughters told me not to buy it because it looked like poop. Yeah, so that was really sweet of them to be very honest and to share that opinion with me. But I went back and I got it anyway because I thought, no, that's a gorgeous texture. I'm going to use that for something. So Philippe is made out of, doo yarn, but it looks fabulous, right? Right. I love the pattern. My daughter came in before I had sewn the arms and legs on and she's like, oh, it's a potato dog. And I love that. So this is my pup-tato, but he does have arms and legs and he even has a little tail. Pattern was really easy to follow. It was a free pattern online. I would definitely recommend trying this one if you love sausage dogs or you just want something quirky. The only negative really that I had was she only showed photos of the front, so I didn't really know where to put the tail. Like, is that too high or is that too low? But that's fine. I went with my creative gut and I decided that's exactly where it was going to go. But I love it. He looks fantastic. So that's what I did on Monday, and yes, it took me the entire day. but that's fine because, you know, it was something I was really enjoying. I could have spread it out and done it over a couple of days, but I decided, no, I really wanted to get it done. So that's what I did. Yesterday I had more chores and things that I had to do around the house. Lots of things to do. So I didn't get much time to crochet, but I did get a chance to make 2 rainbow loaf cats. So look at that colorway, isn't that stunning? So this is a chunky yarn. I used a 6.5mm hook, embroidered the little details. I think they're a 10mm safety eye. So this is based on very popular kind of viral patterns that are out for loaf cats. Mine is probably a little bit different because I freehanded it and you did it according to, you know, the yarn that I needed to use. And I surface crochet the ears in at the end. The tail also is crocheted in, and yeah, I think they turned out really lovely, and I love the variegation. I normally don't use variegated yarns, but it turned out really good. So that's what I've done this week. And to be fair, it's only Wednesday. I haven't really done much, but you know, I've got 2 kids, I've got a husband, we've got a life as well. So I can't sit and crochet all day, even though I might want to. I did get an order from one of my friends, and I don't normally take custom orders. But when she explained that she wanted a cat pattern designed to represent one of the cats that her daughter had lost, I'm like, yeah, I can do that. I can make a cat. Now, I wanted to do it justice, so I didn't want to just whip out a loaf cat. Although they're cute, it doesn't really have that, you know, that cuddle kind of ability. If that's a thing, cuddle ability, is that a thing? I'm gonna say it's a thing, okay? So I found a pattern. I've got quite a lot of pattern books. So this book here is Zoomigurumi number 4. And there are so many of these books and I love them. There's so many fabulous patterns. And I'll just show you the index so you can get a kind of an idea of, you know, what kind of patterns there are. So all of those little creatures and all of those ones. Some of the things that I've made before, I've made Doris the Dolphin. Stanley the Giraffe. And my favorite one for Christmas is Turu. I'm gonna say Turu the deer. And I love this one. This one is really popular around Christmas time because, you know, Elf on the Shelf needs a reindeer. And that might be, no, I've also made the little seahorse. So there's lots and lots of patterns, lots of pictures, really great written book, and it's got lots of different designers designing the patterns, so you get to get a feel of what patterns will work for you and what you enjoy, which kind of artists. Oh, and I've also made Jacques the pigeon. I made him because my daughters loved that book, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. So of course I had to make 2 pigeons because I have 2 daughters. And they loved it, yeah. I think I've made a couple more pigeons since then as well. So the pigeons are very popular. This is the cat pattern that I'm going to use. So this is Charlie the kitten. Now my friend, her cat was completely black except for a little bit of white on the chest. So I'm just going to color coordinate. I'll show you some of the images. So it's a floppy cat, so it'll be able to, you know, she'll be able to cuddle it and love it. And look at the little detailing on the feet. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the detailing. Since it's a black cat, I might leave it completely black just to accentuate the fact that that is its color. I do have to order some safety eyes for this one because my friend requested green eyes, and this pattern I think will work up to be quite big, so I need some bigger eyes that can be colored, and hopefully I will get them and I'll get to do an unboxing and show you what I got. So the next step is trying to pick out the yarn, get the hooks, and then get comfy and crochet. So you probably noticed a change of location. I am in the car. If you're a mom or, you know, someone with a big family, then you know we spend a lot of time waiting in cars. So I'm just waiting for the kids to pick them up from school, and I brought my crochet with me because otherwise I'm just sitting here, and sometimes it's nice to do just something relaxing while you're waiting, because we're waiting a lot, quite often, different events, different activities. School is on like every single day. So yeah, I just bring my crochet with me. I've just got all my essentials in my little pencil case. So I've got my hooks, I've got my scissors, I've got my needle, all sorts of things. And I have just finished the head for the little kitten. So I'm very excited about that. So I probably won't get much more done today on the cat, but I'm very happy with that. I'm excited to see what goes next. I know that I'm going to have to wait probably another week for the safety eyes, but I'm excited. So I'll catch you soon. Hey, it's been about a week since I chatted with you guys last. I haven't really done much, but I have done a bit, so it's really hard to tell because like crocheting over the week, you get a lot done, but you get a little bit done. So on that custom order I was working on, I'll give you a look in just a minute, but I wanted to shout out to my friend Beck, who gave me a really beautiful new crochet bag for my birthday. I mean, how good is that? It's amazing. It's got all these pockets, got handles and a zip, so everything can be zipped in place. At the moment I've got a few different projects in there, and I'll show you what I've been working on this week. So I'm still working on that custom order of the little kitty from Zoomigurumi number 4. The last time I showed you, I think we'd done the head. I've done the body, and I've done the little bit of white that's on the real cat's chest. I've done head, feet, two arms, tail, two ears, and the muzzle, the little nose. So all I need to do is stitch that all together, get the safety eyes to put in. We're going with a really bright green, so hopefully that'll come in the mail this week, and then I'll be able to give it to my friend who ordered it. The other things that I crocheted this week are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, little mini whales. So this one is basically you can find a pattern for mini whales everywhere. This is my very own pattern. I just freehanded it. I love them. They're just so much fun to make, and they look fantastic. I usually charge about $5 for my pocket pals. Everyone would charge different things. At some point I might start putting them on keychains, and I think I could charge a little bit more, but at the moment I'm just enjoying making little whales. The other thing that I finished was 6 little bumblebees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just in case you can't count or I can't count. But again, there are bee patterns all over the internet. This one is one of my patterns, and I love them. So the next thing that I want to make for markets are a few more pocket pals. I've got this gorgeous pale blue. It's quite nice, very soft. I think this is a thicker cotton to what I'm usually using, but I really love it. Still using the 5 to 6 safety eyes, and I think I'm going to make some jellyfish. heard the postie and I decided to go out and check, and yes, I did have a little parcel, so I've got it here, and I'll show you what I ordered. So it looks pretty basic. I think they have glitter discs to use for the eyes, so I'll pull them out. So those are the backings. Apparently these are really hard to put on. I might even need my husband to help me with that. So the eye itself, let me get it. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's a half color. Half color, half moon, half crescent. I don't know. What would you say it is? It's not a full circle. It's like half a circle. Half circle? Okay, so I'll give you a look. So that is the green. I'm not sure if that is too dark. I might have a play around with some paint and see if I can make it a little bit lighter, because that is a very dark green, and I think it could maybe be a little bit lighter, but I'm loving that. That's beautiful. Well, it's the next day. I have been crocheting. I've been finishing up jellyfish pocket pals. I finished about half of this ball of yarn, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little jellyfish. So I did that the other day. I also had some scrap yarn, so I have a 7th little jellyfish, and just looking at the difference in the size, I knew that blue was quite chunky, so compared to a normal cotton, it's quite different, but they're still really cute. So I've been finishing up that custom order with that kitty from Zoomigurumi 4. Yesterday I had all the parts done. I had the eyes in. I painted the safety eyes green, well, more of a lighter green than the sparkle that it came with. And this is the finished cat. So little paws, sparkly green eyes. The only thing I was a little bit unhappy with was how big the ears were. He looks kind of bat-like, but it's definitely a cat. So hopefully my customer will enjoy that one. The swatch of white there looks great. Detailing around the eyes. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I painted a couple of other eyes as well. So these were the 2 other colors that I painted. So a pale green and a shimmery blue. So I'll have to think of something to make with those ones as well. And that is probably the last segment of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching my very first YouTube video. I know it's not perfect, but I'm authentic. This is who I am. I'm a little mishmash of everything. I mispronounce words, I babble, I forget what I was going to say. But I hope you enjoyed. If you want to follow on with my journey and see where it takes me next, what we are going to crochet next, please click the like and subscribe buttons. Press that bell to do that thing that I can't remember, but you know what it is. What's the spiel? Press the bell for the notifications. Yes, do that. Do that. And if you want to have a few more laughs, then yeah, follow along, click on another video. It's all fun. I hope you enjoyed this one. Give me a comment if there's anything you'd like to see, or if there's any feedback, any ideas that you guys have for further videos. But I'll start vlogging and maybe make a few about market prep and stuff like that, and hopefully that'll be fun. All right, see you later. Bye.